What if every single day of your life came with one beautiful line of wisdom, a thought so deep that it could guide your mind, calm your heart, and bring peace to your day? Imagine waking up not with stress or hurry, but with a small piece of truth that reminds you how to live better, think clearer, and love deeper. That is exactly what A Calendar of Wisdom by Leo Tolstoy is all about. Leo Tolstoy, one of the greatest writers in the world, believed that life's purpose is not to chase fame or wealth, but to seek wisdom and goodness every single day. After writing world-famous novels like War and Peace and Anna Karenina, Tolstoy turned away from luxury and success. He started searching for something higher, for truth, for peace, and for meaning. He spent years collecting quotes, ideas, and reflections from the greatest minds in history, saints, philosophers, poets, and thinkers. Then, he combined them with his own thoughts to create A Calendar of Wisdom, a book that gives you a small dose of inspiration for every day of the year. It is not just a book to read once, it is a lifelong companion, a daily teacher, and a mirror for your soul. Tolstoy believed that even one wise thought a day could change the direction of your life. Wisdom, according to him, is not about knowing everything. It's about understanding how to live with peace, love, humility, and purpose. So this book is not about rules or religion. It is about reflection. It reminds us that true happiness doesn't come from the outside world, but from within. It teaches us how to think clearly, love purely, and act kindly, one day, one thought, and one choice at a time. In the coming chapters, we'll explore how Tolstoy turned simple words into powerful life lessons, lessons that still guide millions around the world today. Because when you fill your mind with wisdom every day, your life slowly fills with peace, purpose, and light. Chapter 1. Who was Leo Tolstoy? Leo Tolstoy was not just a writer. He was a seeker of truth. Born into a wealthy Russian family in 1828, he had everything people usually dream of: money, fame, and recognition. His novels War and Peace and Anna Karenina made him one of the most celebrated authors in the world. People admired his intelligence and storytelling, and his name became a symbol of greatness in literature. But deep inside, Tolstoy was not happy. Even after achieving everything, success, comfort, and admiration, he felt something was missing. He started asking questions like, why am I alive? What is the purpose of life? What happens after death? Why do people suffer? These questions troubled him day and night. He began to realize that success and luxury do not bring peace. The more he chased fame, the emptier he felt. So he started searching for a deeper truth, something beyond material achievements. He began reading spiritual books, studying religions, and spending time in silence and reflection. He wanted to understand how to live a good, meaningful, and honest life. Over time, Tolstoy gave up many comforts. He started living simply, working with his hands, and helping the poor. He began teaching others that the real purpose of life is to grow spiritually, to live with kindness, humility, and love. He believed that true wisdom is not found in books or wealth, but in the way we treat people and the peace we create within ourselves. That's when he started writing A Calendar of Wisdom. It became his life's spiritual gift to the world. Every page of this book holds a thought or a reflection that helps people live better, not just think better. Tolstoy wanted everyone, whether rich or poor, to have access to wisdom that could guide them through everyday struggles, anger, sadness, and confusion. He once said,
The only meaning of life is to serve humanity. And that's what a calendar of wisdom does. It serves as a daily reminder to stay kind, think clearly, and live truthfully. Through this book, Tolstoy turned his personal search for peace into a light that continues to guide millions even today.
Chapter 2. The Purpose of the Book. Leo Tolstoy did not write a calendar of wisdom to show how knowledgeable he was. He wrote it to help ordinary people live a more thoughtful and peaceful life. He believed that every person, no matter who they are, needs a little wisdom every day to guide their thoughts and actions. Life moves fast. We often wake up, rush through the day, and forget to pause and ask ourselves, am I living the right way? Tolstoy wanted to change that. That's why he created a calendar of wisdom, a book you can read daily, one page at a time. Each day has a small collection of thoughts, some from Tolstoy himself, and others from great thinkers, saints, and philosophers from all over the world. You'll find wisdom from Buddha, Jesus, Confucius, the Bhagavad Gita, and many more. Tolstoy carefully selected these quotes and added his own reflections to make them simple, clear, and practical for everyday life. The goal of this book is not to give lectures, but to start conversations between your heart and your mind. It encourages you to pause for a few minutes every day and think deeply about life, kindness, patience, love, and truth. Just like food keeps the body strong, Tolstoy believed wisdom keeps the soul alive. Reading even one page a day can remind you of what truly matters and help you stay calm, focused, and kind throughout the day. Tolstoy once said that he wanted people to have a spiritual companion, something that could speak to them even when no one else could. A calendar of wisdom became that silent friend. You don't have to read it all at once. You just open it each morning, read a few lines, and let the message stay with you. The purpose of the book is simple yet powerful, to help you live consciously, not just automatically. It teaches you to look inside yourself, to question your habits, and act with awareness instead of impulse. Tolstoy wanted people to understand that real happiness comes not from running faster in life, but from slowing down and seeing clearly. In his own words, he said, "This book is for all those who seek the meaning of life, who wish to be better today than they were yesterday." That's the true purpose of a calendar of wisdom, a daily guide to live with peace, clarity, and compassion in a noisy and restless world. Chapter 3. The Power of Daily Wisdom. Leo Tolstoy believed that real wisdom is not something you learn once and remember forever. It's something you practice every single day. Just like you eat food daily to keep your body healthy, you need small doses of wisdom daily to keep your mind and soul balanced. He often said that reading one good thought every morning is like lighting a lamp inside your heart. It helps you see the world more clearly throughout the day. In A Calendar of Wisdom, Tolstoy wanted to make people realize that big changes in life don't happen all at once. They come slowly, quietly, one small thought at a time. When you start your day with reflection, thinking about love, kindness, patience, or truth, your actions automatically become more thoughtful. You speak more gently, react less harshly, and live more peacefully. That's the true power of daily wisdom. Tolstoy compared this habit to prayer or meditation. He believed that just as people pray every morning to stay connected with God, reading wise thoughts daily helps you stay connected with your higher self, the part of you that knows right from wrong. Even a short reflection in the morning can guide your decisions throughout the day. For example, if you read about forgiveness in the morning, you might choose to stay calm instead of getting angry later. He also believed that wisdom grows only when it is practiced. Reading alone is not enough. You must live what you read. Tolstoy wanted people to make wisdom a living part of their lives, not just a collection of words.
Over time, these small daily lessons change your thinking, your habits, and even your destiny. Tolstoy wrote, "The difference between a wise person and a foolish one is not knowledge, but attention." When you give attention to your inner thoughts every morning, you become more aware and more peaceful. A calm mind doesn't come suddenly. It begins with small, wise thoughts repeated daily. In simple words, Tolstoy's message is, don't wait for big moments to learn. Start with one small thought every morning, and slowly, your heart and mind will become stronger, kinder, and wiser. That is the real power of daily wisdom. It turns ordinary days into meaningful ones, and ordinary people into better human beings.
Chapter 4: Simplicity and Inner Peace. Leo Tolstoy believed that the more we run after wealth, fame, or luxury, the more we lose our inner peace. He often said that life becomes complicated when we start wanting too many things. The heart becomes restless when it is filled with endless desires. That's why he taught one powerful truth: a simple life is a peaceful life. Tolstoy himself had seen both sides of life. He was once one of the richest and most famous writers in Russia. Yet after achieving everything, he still felt empty inside. That's when he realized that peace doesn't come from what we own, but from how we live. He left behind his grand lifestyle and chose to live simply, wearing plain clothes, eating simple food, and spending his time helping others. In A Calendar of Wisdom, Tolstoy reminds us that real happiness lies in being honest, humble, and kind. You don't need luxury to feel rich. You need contentment. He wrote, "There is no greatness where there is no simplicity." This means that greatness is not about doing big things or living a grand life. It's about having a pure heart, simple habits, and a calm mind. When life becomes too busy, Tolstoy suggests pausing and asking yourself, do I really need all this? Often, the answer is no. The more you simplify, the lighter your heart feels. When you have fewer wants, you worry less. When you speak truthfully and work sincerely, peace naturally follows. A simple person may have less in his home, but he has more peace in his heart. Tolstoy also said that simplicity brings clarity. When your life is simple, you can see what truly matters: love, honesty, family, compassion, and purpose. You stop comparing yourself with others and start focusing on becoming a better version of yourself. Simplicity doesn't mean giving up everything. It means keeping only what adds value to your soul. He often compared life to a garden. If you keep planting too many things, it becomes wild and messy. But if you plant only what's useful and beautiful, it grows peacefully. In the same way, when we remove unnecessary desires and focus on meaningful actions, life starts to bloom quietly. Tolstoy's wisdom teaches us that peace is not found in luxury. It is found in simplicity. When we learn to live with less and love more, we begin to feel truly free. The world outside may stay noisy, but the heart inside becomes silent, calm, and full of joy. Chapter 5: The Search for Truth. Leo Tolstoy spent most of his life searching for truth, not the kind we read about in books, but the kind we live through our everyday actions. For him, truth was not something to be spoken or studied. It was something to be practiced in real life. He believed that when a person lives truthfully, peace naturally follows. Tolstoy was already one of the most famous writers in the world. He had fame, wealth, and success, but deep inside, he felt empty. He started to ask himself, what is the real purpose of life? What is truth? Why are people unhappy even when they have everything? These questions led him to a spiritual journey, away from pride and comfort and towards simplicity and honesty. In his book, A Calendar of Wisdom, Tolstoy teaches that truth and wisdom are deeply connected. A wise person doesn't just know what is right, they live by it. When you speak truth, when you act with honesty, your heart becomes lighter. Lies, greed, and fear create confusion, but truth brings calmness and strength. Tolstoy often wrote, "To know God is to live in truth, love, and humility." This means that truth is not about religious rules or rituals. It's about being genuine in everything you do. When you live with honesty and kindness, you automatically come closer to God. He also said that truth doesn't need to be complicated. It is simple, just like nature. But our ego and desires make it difficult. We hide behind lies to look good or to please others, and that's where pain begins. The moment we drop that mask and choose honesty, we start to feel free. Tolstoy believed that truth is not only moral, it is spiritual power. It gives courage. When you live truthfully, you don't have to fear anyone. You don't need to remember lies or pretend to be someone else. Your mind becomes peaceful and your heart strong. Through A Calendar of Wisdom, Tolstoy wanted people to understand that the search for truth is a daily journey. Every morning, in every choice, we have a chance to act truthfully, to speak gently, to help others, to do what's right even when no one is watching. His message is simple yet powerful. Truth is not found, it is lived. And when you live with truth, love, and humility, you discover the highest wisdom and the deepest peace.
Chapter 6: Love and Compassion. Leo Tolstoy believed that love is the foundation of all true wisdom. No matter how much knowledge a person has, without love and compassion, that wisdom means nothing. To live wisely, Tolstoy said, is to live with a heart full of kindness, for yourself, for others, and for all living beings. In his view, love is not just a feeling or emotion, it is an action, a way of living. Every time we forgive someone, help someone in need, or simply speak with gentleness, we are practicing wisdom through love. Tolstoy often said that anger and hatred make the world darker, but love and compassion bring light and healing wherever they go. He taught that real strength is not in fighting others, but in understanding them. When we learn to see people with empathy, even those who hurt us, we rise above ego and revenge. Love doesn't mean weakness, it means inner peace, patience, and the courage to choose kindness when it's hardest. Tolstoy's spiritual journey made him realize that love is the language of the soul. It doesn't depend on religion, education, or wealth. A poor man who helps others with a pure heart is far richer than someone who lives only for himself. In A Calendar of Wisdom, he wrote that every act of compassion adds light to the world, just like one small candle can brighten a dark room. He also reminded people to show love toward themselves, not through selfishness, but through self-care and self-forgiveness. When you forgive yourself for your past mistakes and focus on doing better, your heart becomes free from guilt and pain. Only then can you truly share love with others. Tolstoy's message was simple. Love is the highest form of wisdom. It connects people beyond words and beliefs. It makes us humble, kind, and peaceful. Every day we have a choice to add love to the world through small acts, a smile, a kind word, a helping hand, or a moment of understanding. As Tolstoy beautifully expressed, where there is love, there is God. When you live with compassion, you not only make others' lives better, you also find the deepest joy and wisdom within your own heart.
Chapter 7: Controlling Desires and Ego. Leo Tolstoy believed that the biggest battle in life is not with others, it is with our own desires and ego. He warned that human beings lose peace not because of the world outside, but because of the endless wants and pride inside their hearts.
Tolstoy often said, "If you conquer your desires, you will conquer the world." He observed that most people spend their lives chasing something: money, fame, comfort, or attention. But even after getting these things, they still feel empty. Why? Because the mind always wants more. One desire is fulfilled and another takes its place. This endless cycle of wanting keeps us restless and unhappy. Tolstoy taught that true wisdom lies in knowing when to stop chasing and start living. He explained that desires are not wrong by themselves. It's our attachment to them that causes suffering. Wanting food, home, or love is natural, but when these wants turn into greed or jealousy, peace disappears. Modern life constantly tempts us with luxury, status, and comparison. Social media, advertisements, and competition make us believe we are never enough. Tolstoy's wisdom reminds us that real happiness is not in having more, but in needing less. Along with desires, Tolstoy warned about the ego, the voice in our head that says, "I'm better than others," or "I deserve more." Ego makes us proud when things go right, and angry when they don't. It blinds us to truth and love. Tolstoy taught that a wise person stays humble, no matter how successful they become. He said that humility is not weakness, it is strength under control. To control desires and ego, Tolstoy suggested simple spiritual practices: daily reflection, gratitude, and silence. When you take a few moments each day to think quietly about your actions, you begin to see how many of your worries come from unnecessary wants. Gratitude helps you focus on what you already have instead of what you lack. Silence gives space for the heart to calm down and listen to wisdom. Tolstoy believed that conquering desire doesn't mean living without goals. It means living with purpose instead of greed. Work hard, aim high, but don't let your peace depend on the result. Do your best and let go of what you can't control. That is the way of a wise and free person. In A Calendar of Wisdom, Tolstoy wrote that when you master your mind, the world no longer controls you. You stop being a slave to things, people, or opinions. Instead, you live from a place of inner strength and balance. He reminds us, the one who has no desires cannot be defeated. When you conquer your ego and control your desires, you don't lose anything. You gain everything: peace, clarity, and freedom.
Chapter 8. Faith and Spiritual Strength. Leo Tolstoy was not just a writer, he was a seeker, someone who spent his entire life searching for the meaning of existence. He believed that real wisdom is not born from fear or knowledge, but from faith. Faith in goodness, in truth, and in the moral power that guides life. For Tolstoy, faith was not only about religion or rituals. It was about trusting that life has meaning and that living rightly is more important than living comfortably. Tolstoy once said, "Faith is the strength by which a shattered world shall emerge into the light." He meant that even when everything around you seems dark or uncertain, faith gives you the courage to move forward. It is easy to be good when life is smooth, but true faith shows itself during difficult times. When you hold on to what is right, even when it is hard, that is real strength. He believed that faith connects us to something higher, a divine truth that cannot be seen but can be felt in the heart. This faith is not about blind belief. It is about living by moral values like honesty, kindness, humility, and compassion. When your actions come from these values, you never feel lost, no matter how confusing the world becomes. Tolstoy taught that wisdom and faith walk hand in hand. One gives direction, the other gives courage. He often observed that modern people rely too much on logic and science, but forget the spiritual part of life.
He said that reason can show you how to live, but only faith can tell you why to live. Without faith, a person may achieve everything and still feel empty inside. Faith gives the soul a purpose, a reason to wake up each morning with hope. Tolstoy's own faith was built on simplicity and goodness. He believed that God is not found in temples or books, but in the human heart, in the moments when we choose love over hate, truth over lies, and peace over pride. For him, every act of goodness was a form of prayer. He also taught that faith gives us spiritual strength to face pain and loss. Everyone experiences suffering, but those who have faith don't break down. They find meaning even in hardship. Faith whispers, "This too shall pass," and helps us stay calm and strong. Tolstoy's life itself was a reflection of this teaching. Even when he faced rejection, criticism, and inner struggles, his faith kept him grounded. He continued to write, to love, and to serve humanity through his words. He wrote, "Faith is that by which man lives. Without faith, we become weak and fearful. But with faith, we rise above fear, ego, and doubt. Faith makes us see light in darkness and hope in hopelessness." In the end, Tolstoy's message is clear. Wisdom without faith is incomplete. Faith gives power to wisdom, turning knowledge into strength and belief into peace. When you live with faith and moral courage, you never feel alone, because your heart walks in harmony with truth.
Chapter 9. The Value of Work and Purpose. Leo Tolstoy deeply respected honest work, whether it was farming the land, writing a book, or serving others. He believed that work is not just something we do to earn money. It is a way to connect with life, to express love, and to find meaning. For Tolstoy, every type of sincere work, big or small, had dignity. He said, "Work is love made visible." This means that when you put your heart into what you do, your work becomes a reflection of your inner goodness. Tolstoy lived what he taught. Even though he was a famous writer, he often worked in the fields with his hands. He wore simple clothes, helped the peasants, and believed that physical labor purifies the soul. To him, work was not punishment, it was a form of prayer. When you work with honesty and dedication, you serve both humanity and God. He often said that many people suffer because they do not find purpose in their work. They do their jobs only for money or social status, not for meaning. Tolstoy reminded us that real peace comes when you do something that feels useful and right, something that helps others or makes the world a little better. When your work has purpose, your life feels fulfilled, even if the task seems small. Tolstoy also warned against idleness, doing nothing or wasting time in comfort and pleasure. He believed that an idle mind easily falls into sadness and confusion. Work keeps us balanced and grounded. It teaches discipline, patience, and responsibility. Every time you do your duty sincerely, you grow stronger inside. But Tolstoy didn't believe in overworking for success or greed. He believed in working with humility, doing your best without pride or selfishness. He said that work should never be about showing off, but about giving your energy to something meaningful. True joy comes when you serve others through your efforts without expecting praise or reward. For Tolstoy, purpose and work were two sides of the same coin. Purpose gives direction to your work, and work gives life to your purpose. Without purpose, work feels empty. Without work, purpose remains a dream. He wanted people to understand that every person is born with a special role, something only they can do in their own unique way. When you find that purpose and work sincerely toward it, you live in harmony with your soul. He once wrote, "The two most powerful warriors are patience and time. Through daily honest work, you develop both.
Slowly, your actions build your character, your destiny, and your peace. Tolstoy's message is timeless. Whatever you do, do it with love, honesty, and purpose. Whether you are cleaning, teaching, building, or creating, put your full heart into it. That is where true wisdom and satisfaction lie. In the end, Tolstoy believed that work done with sincerity is never wasted. It shapes the soul, strengthens the spirit, and brings meaning to every day. He taught us to work with purpose is to live with peace.
Chapter 10. Gratitude and Mindfulness. Leo Tolstoy believed that a grateful heart is the foundation of true happiness. In a calendar of wisdom, he often reminded readers to pause, breathe, and appreciate the simple blessings that fill each day. He said that people look for happiness in faraway dreams, but in truth, it already lives in small moments. The morning sunlight, a kind smile, the sound of birds, the peace of quiet reflection. Tolstoy wrote that when we open our eyes with gratitude, even ordinary life becomes beautiful. Most people, he said, are too busy chasing more money, more comfort, more recognition. But this constant chase only brings anxiety and restlessness. Gratitude, on the other hand, brings calmness. It teaches us to be content with what we have right now. He once wrote, "There can be no happiness without gratitude." For Tolstoy, mindfulness and gratitude were deeply connected. Mindfulness means being fully present, not lost in past regrets or future worries. When you are mindful, you notice the small gifts life offers every moment. A warm cup of tea, a soft breeze, a quiet morning. These are signs of grace, he believed. The more you pay attention to them, the richer your life becomes, even without luxury or wealth. He also believed that gratitude transforms pain into strength. When you learn to thank life, even during hard times, you grow wiser and stronger. Every difficulty teaches something valuable: patience, humility, or compassion. Tolstoy reminded his readers that life is not about escaping problems, but about learning through them with a thankful heart. He encouraged people to begin and end each day with a moment of reflection, not asking for more, but saying thank you for what already exists. In the morning, thank life for a new chance to do good. At night, thank life for the experiences and lessons of the day. This simple habit, he said, creates peace of mind and builds spiritual strength. Tolstoy also wrote that when you live with gratitude, you stop comparing yourself with others. You stop focusing on what others have and start valuing your own blessings. Comparison, he said, is the enemy of joy, but gratitude turns whatever you have into enough. He lived this truth in his own life. Despite being a great writer and thinker, Tolstoy chose simplicity. He found peace not in wealth or fame, but in being close to nature, helping others, and appreciating the little things. His writings reflect his deep understanding that the world's beauty is always present. We just need to slow down and notice it. Tolstoy's message is gentle but powerful. Every moment is a chance to be thankful. The more you practice gratitude, the more mindful you become. And the more mindful you are, the more you realize that joy has always been within you, not outside. In the end, Tolstoy teaches us that happiness doesn't come from having everything, but from appreciating everything. Gratitude is not only a feeling, it's a way of living, a path to peace, and the simplest form of wisdom.
Leo Tolstoy's A Calendar of Wisdom is not just a book, it's a lifelong companion. It teaches us how to live with peace, love, and clarity in a noisy world. Every page holds timeless lessons that can guide anyone, no matter what age or background. Let's look at some of the most powerful life lessons Tolstoy shared through his writings and reflections. Number 1. Live simply and truthfully. Tolstoy believed that the simpler your life, the happier your heart. When you stop pretending and live honestly, you feel light and free. Truth gives strength to your words and purity to your actions. He warned that lies, even small ones, disturb the soul. Living truthfully doesn't mean being perfect, it means being real. Be honest with yourself and others. A simple, truthful life is worth more than a grand life built on false pride. Number 2, practice kindness and forgiveness. Tolstoy often said that love is the highest wisdom. When you treat others with kindness, you create peace around you. And when you forgive, you free yourself from anger and pain. Holding grudges, he said, is like carrying fire in your own hands. It burns you more than anyone else. Forgiveness is not weakness, it is strength. Every act of kindness, no matter how small, brings light into someone's life and into your own heart, too. Number 3, read and reflect daily. The idea behind the calendar of wisdom was simple. One good thought a day can shape your entire character. Tolstoy believed that true learning happens when we reflect, not just read. Spending even 5 minutes each day in quiet reflection can bring clarity and peace. Just as we feed the body with food, we must feed the mind with wisdom. A few calm minutes in the morning with good thoughts can set the tone for the whole day. Number 4, control ego and greed. Tolstoy warned that the biggest enemies of peace are ego and greed. The desire for more money, more status, more attention never ends. It only brings restlessness. He taught that happiness is not found in possessions but in self-control. A person who conquers their desires is stronger than one who conquers a city. Let go of pride and comparison. Stay humble, and life will feel lighter and more meaningful. Number 5, find peace in small, mindful moments. Tolstoy's idea of happiness was beautifully simple. Enjoy what you already have. Notice the sound of rain, the warmth of sunlight, or the laughter of loved ones. Don't wait for big successes to feel joy. Peace is hidden in small, everyday moments. He believed mindfulness, being fully present, is the doorway to true contentment. When you slow down and appreciate the moment, your worries fade away and gratitude takes their place. In the end, all these lessons connect to one deep truth. Wisdom is not about knowing more, but living better. Tolstoy wanted people to realize that peace, joy, and strength already exist inside us. We just need to clear away ego, greed, and hurry to see them clearly. So, as Tolstoy would say, live simply, love deeply, think clearly, and be thankful every single day. That is the true path to a wise and happy life.
Leo Tolstoy once said, "Happiness does not depend on outward things, but on the way we see them." These words capture the entire spirit of a calendar of wisdom. True happiness is not in money, fame, or success. It's in our mindset, in how we choose to look at life every single day. Tolstoy wrote this book as a gift to humanity, not to be read in one sitting, but to be lived day by day. Each page offers one thought, one reflection, one gentle reminder to pause and think. He wanted people to start their mornings with wisdom instead of worry, and to end their days with gratitude instead of stress. The beauty of a calendar of wisdom is that it doesn't try to preach or control. It simply invites you to reflect. When you read it daily, you begin to notice small changes in your thinking. You become calmer, kinder, and more aware. You start focusing less on what's missing and more on what truly matters. Tolstoy believed that when you feed your mind with wise thoughts, your heart naturally becomes peaceful. The world outside might stay noisy, but your inner world becomes silent and strong. So remember, wisdom is not something you read once and forget. It's something you practice every day, like brushing your teeth or taking a breath. It's a daily habit that slowly shapes your character and your destiny. Final thought: feed your mind with wisdom each day, and your soul will never go hungry.
Let Tolstoy's timeless words guide you one day at a time toward a life of peace, truth, and inner strength.